This is Straight Talk with Enlivening Greg Fann, the Preacher Man, and his sidekick Shanan Jones. Frank discussions of issues affecting the ATL, Fulton County, the state of Georgia, the nation, and around the world. And now, here they are, live and in living color, the team of Jones and Fann, the Preacher Man.
Well, welcome today to Nothing But Straight Talk with Shanan Jones and Greg Fann, the Preacher Man. And we want you to subscribe to our channel, to like us, to make comments, and share. Send your news and information to Miss C send it to Miss C at Straight Talk News 1362 at gmail.com. Hey, subscribe to our channel. Keep bringing those numbers up and up, and do share. I want to just tell you, I want to say this to you guys so you'll know that Shanan is on time today. Big Papa is here. He's live and in living color. He was here last week, but it was a little delay. I had to wait on him, but I ain't got to wait on him this week. How you doing, Shanan?
I'm doing fine. Good thing you don't know my social security number and my license number. You gotta put it all out.
Hey, don't think I don't know it. I just ain't telling it. My name is not Elon.
Bishop, how you doing?
I'm doing good, but my name is not Elon Musk. I don't have people in the background getting all your information. I ain't getting all your information for my own purpose. Purposes.
That's President Elon Musk.
Right. President Elon Musk, and better known as Satan, with his the beast. Donald Trump and what's the other guy's name? Mike Johnson. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have an opportunity though. I was just reading something before we came on. We'll get in the program in a minute, but more further, I was just reading that since Matt Gaetz is gone and several others different ones have resigned from the Congress. That there's a possibility there's 3 seats that could be gained. I don't know if it's going to benefit us if they gain the 3 seats, but 3 seats could be gained by them leaving. I don't know. I'm gonna say it again. I don't know if it's going to benefit us because you got President must wake up, because Musk is causing us a whole lot of fuss. Musk is. A whole lot of problems, but I don't know. But we can talk about that on the side.
If Democratic Party would get an agenda, and be ready, they have the funding, the money is there. The Democratic Party has a heck of a war chest.
Right.
If they would get a message with that war chest and agenda and stay focused and disciplined, and not have the progressive wing fighting Chuck Schumer and all these folk and all this ready, shoot, aim stuff.
Right.
If they get it together in 2 years. I mean, I know you were talking about the 3 seats leading up to the midterm, but in the midterm, there could be 30 seats available, 40, 50 seats available. If they could have a super majority, with the trajectory of where this administration is right now, because it jumped in heavy. I mean, the Trump administration, Bishop, put on scuba diving gear.
Oh, Jesus.
Jumped into a kiddie pond. Okay,
man.
They went in head first with scuba diving gear into a little kiddie pool, and it's so they came in too heavy, and it's just backfiring all over the place. The polling is bad for the Trump administration, and we're going to talk about a little bit about. I'm sure.
We're going to talk about it on the other side.
But there'll be many seats available, is what I'm saying.
Right, I understand, and we're going to talk more about those seats, and we're going to be talking about what we need to do to hold people accountable that are in those seats. So we'll be back on the other side. With who? Miss C. Miss C, where you at? Where you at, Miss C? Where you at, Miss C? That's him. Hey, Miss C.
Hi, Miss C here with your 3-minute news blast or more. Hey, Bishop Greg. Hey, Pastor Shanan. Hope you're doing well today, this afternoon. Okay. Listen, let me tell you about a little tidbit of news. All right. Life Beyond Water Global Outreach presents Golden Hour Voree April 26, 2025, from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Magnolia House and Garden of Jonesboro. For ticket information, log on to lifebeyondwater.org. Caring for Community presents Alta Dementia Summit, April 10th through the 12th, 2025, at Impact Church, 2323 Sylvan Road in East Point. Call them at 404-577-2876 for more details. And listen, would you do me a favor? And would you like us? And would you subscribe to us? Those little buttons are right there on the screen, okay? And just push them if you haven't already. And we'd like for you to leave comments. Let us know how we're doing, okay? And also, we'd like for you to share us. Don't keep Straight Talk News to yourself, okay? And we're going to see you right back here next time, all right? Bye. Be good now.
Well, thank you, Miss C, for your news and information. Miss C. You know, I want to thank Renee Edge, who wrote her comments when I asked the question that do you think that Donald Trump is leading us into a war? And they said yes, World War III. Then Pastor Smith, he wrote a comment. He said he really appreciated how we took a deep dive last week in the program talking about the issues that's facing us with Elon Musk, as you just mentioned, the real president, and Donald Trump, his puppet, and others being a puppet of Elon Musk, threatening that he's going to run people against him. He's got the money to run campaign. But let me tell you something. Money, you know, you can have all the money in the world, but people vote. But people have to have the information, and they have to really understand how it's affecting them personally. And I think that Bernie Sanders, in my opinion, Bernie Sanders is doing a great stump speech going around, and he's going into the Republican district where they're afraid to go into now. And I saw them jumping on this one congressman out of North Carolina and booing him because of him standing up for Donald Trump and Donald Trump policy, and people booing him. But you have to make it relevant to people, as Bernie said. All of this is affecting your livelihood. It's affecting your health care. I mean, it's affecting the quality of food, or food you're going to get to put on your table. It's affecting your monthly mortgage. All of this is affecting everything people personally. So when it becomes personal to people, that's when people start getting involved. Because see, Donald Trump told about a bunch of lies that he's going to bring down food prices. He's going to do this. He's going to help the economy to grow and everything that he's going to do. And really, the biggest lie he told, he told a lot of lies. They told a lot of lies, Shanan. But the biggest lie he's told recently, when he said, once I'm president, day one, I will end the war between Russia and Ukraine. And his buddy, Putin, when Zelensky said, I'll work with you on a ceasefire deal, but Putin said, no, I don't want that deal. I want something more. He wants Ukraine. That's what he wants. And Donald Trump cannot. He said, and you know, and we all know, those of us who are political junkies, we know that he told Putin a while ago, just go ahead and take Ukraine. Just take it. Just take it. Just take it. You remember him saying that, Shanan? Let's go and take Ukraine. So now he just lied about he's going to, day one, he was going to stop that war. That's the biggest lie he told. And now we got all these European allies coming together against Donald Trump in the United States and putting us in this big mess on this turf mess. I mean, really. And I heard a commentator say today that tariff would have been all right if he'd have went at one country at a time and looked at how he could work with them on tariffs. But he just went buck wild, like you say. He went in like a scuba diver. He just died right on in. He just died. He's the worst businessman in the world. People just forgot that he was a sorry, lousy businessman. Not good at business at all, and he's destroying his country. But Shanan, you know, I'm gonna let you have it because I know you got a lot to say and unpack a lot that I've already said.
So I'm right now, as you're saying this, I'm attempting to draw something here so that folks can understand what's going on, to know what's all at play here. And I'm just going, hopefully this will work, Bishop.
Well, What, you an
and then
artist
this is
now?
Russia.
You're an artist and a
I'm, I'm
scout.
a I'm a I'm a terrible artist, but I'm gonna try to show you something. Can this be?
Come
I
away
don't know
from
if
the
my
camera.
light
Back, back, back from the camera. That right there. They can see that. They can see that. Hold up.
is my
Okay.
light off. Is that
No,
better?
you
Let me
good.
see
No,
my
leave the
light.
light on. Leave the light on. Light. That's good. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
So if you can see right
Come
here,
go back on the other side. There you go, like that. Take it away. There you go. You too
you
far
can see that
to
I can see it.
go back a little bit more to the other side, not that side. There you come on, no, the other way, 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 the other way. There you go. Put it right there. There you go, right there, right
All
there.
right. All right. Where's my pen? Okay. So hold on. All right. So let me see what I'm doing. Okay. Right here,
Uh-huh.
this section right here. All of this is Russia.
Mm-hmm.
All of this is NATO.
Mm-hmm.
All the NATO countries. There's one little block that's not NATO, and that's Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so everything around Putin's border is NATO. And the way NATO works is the way a family works when you have 10 boys in a school. You mess with one of them, you got to fight them all
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
they all come together. The last country that he did not allow, that did not go in it, was Ukraine. And what Putin is trying to do is stop this last country from being a further, because if this country becomes, which is Ukraine, if Ukraine becomes a NATO country, then his entire border is NATO. So he has NATO on him, and he's blocked. He can't do anything. So I say that to say that there's rhyme or reason to what Putin is trying to do. Okay, he's doing nothing any different than any other nation would do, whether he started it or not. He did start it. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is that it makes sense what Putin is doing. What does not make sense is what Trump is doing. And the question becomes, if since you're in the NATO bloc, okay, America's in the NATO bloc.
Right.
Since you're in the NATO bloc, why are you advocating or pushing? And so a couple of things Trump did. The first thing he did was attack NATO. Okay, so we're going
Mm.
to defund NATO. And then the second thing he did was that he brought Zelensky here, and then you saw what they did. They berated him and jumped on him from the start. As soon as he got there, they set him up, by the way he was dressed. Although Putin did have his fatigues on this week too, but so they started on him. They attacked him. The two-pronged strategy is to push NATO and to push Zelensky and push Ukraine. And the question is, who benefits from that? Because America doesn't benefit from that. Who benefits from that? Well, we're sending billions. Yet you've always sent billions somewhere. You sent billions to the Taliban to fight to Afghanistan to fight the Russians. And then after they were totally destabilized, you stopped giving them money. You didn't send Big Bird over there to teach their children. So some rogue imam trained them, and they hated America because America turned their backs on them. And the next thing you know, they came back to fight us. We've always sent billions. We sent billions in Iran Contra. We spent billions in going after Noriega. We've always spent billions of dollars, so we don't want to hear that. I mean, at one point, does anyone know that Saddam Hussein was once an ally of the United States? That Iraq was an ally when we were anti-Iran, and so then supported Iraq in the Iraq-Iran war. So so we've always spent billions. So it's not about that. The thing is that there is a proclivity with this president to side with and to be extraordinarily friendly and favorable to Putin and to Russia. And so that's the thing. I don't fault Putin. Because if my border looked like that, I might start a little something myself and try and take that land over so that I could have a strategic entry into NATO, the NATO bloc that's forming around me. I wouldn't want to be a chicken sitting on the side and allow a bunch of wolves to get around me. I wouldn't want to do that. So I understand that. What I'm not understanding is what Trump is doing. And you're absolutely right about his lies. But I hope that we can really deal with. There's some dog whistle, Bishop, and I want to follow your lead tonight. But there's some dog whistle going on with this Trump Elon Musk thing, and the Holy Spirit, I believe, revealed something to me that's just right before our eyes, and I want to say something about that when our conversation moves in that way.
Well, let me say this. I've been reading the book of Revelations, and in Revelation it talks about these five kingdoms coming together, right?
Yeah.
And they're coming from the east. They're coming from the east, right? And and then it's going to be 6, then it's going to be 7, then it's going to be 10, and one coming from where? The West. So you got Donald Trump over in the West, you got Putin over there in the East, but then now you see these European countries in the East that's aligning themselves together. They are aligning themselves together. What Donald Trump has done, he has made us less powerful, and he have joined forces together with these tariffs against the United States of America. And so it's going to be hard to bring back those alliances or those relationships that have been broken by this one man that's destroying this country, and it's causing the hardship and the pain on all these people. Now, I was listening to the Morning Joe show and several different shows, and I was listening about these judges who have overturning these firings, right? Even for probationary people. And they're calling Donald Trump out. They're calling him and because what you did is wrong. The way you did it, yes, you could have probably fired some people. You probably could have let some people go, but you didn't come in and analyze what was needed. You came in just looking at the dollars, how much money we can save here, what we can get rid of here. And it's my suspicion that, oh man, we got $1 billion going in here to this department. We can X this department. We can get this department. I'm talking about Department of Education. We can get them back to the states, and we can take that money and we can utilize that money someplace else. And so we can give more money to our 1%ers who control 1% of the wealth, right? But you didn't think about when you start laying all these people off, how they feed back into the economy in turn, because money circulates. It circulates. The people ain't holding on the money. They spending money. He's losing money because people don't have the money to spend. Some people not buying Tesla because they say we ain't gonna support Tesla, but some people don't have the money to buy a Tesla now because they done lost their job. They're more concerned about keeping a roof over their head, right? Food on their table, and their clothes in their back, and being able to go to the doctors, right? So all of this stuff, and when you start attacking senior citizens, talking about taking care of Social Security, doing away with Medicare and Medicaid, and those things that senior citizens have worked so long and look forward to one day retire to be able to get their Social Security benefit, and now you're talking about taking it away, you got a big problem. That's why this country is in such a turmoil now, because you're hitting people in their pocketbooks and you're causing people to be hurt financially, because we live in a capitalistic society and it takes money to do anything we need to do in this society. Right?
I agree.
So when you're doing all of the things that you're doing, you don't understand that you're hurting your bottom line and the bottom line for other companies, because a lot of companies, they're going to go out of business because they can't continue to operate a business, and then people can't come in the door and spend monies.
Beware of a president that talks about taxing the world, taxing your adversaries as well as your allies, and who's a borderline. Well, he's now a billionaire legally, legitimately, but who at one point was a borderline billionaire and only paid $600 in taxes. So be very very leery of someone that's talking about taxing everyone and empowering and enriching America, and they don't pay their fair taxes. I mean, way beyond their fair taxes. But Bishop, listen, these white folk have lost their mind because they running around talking about Elon Musk when Elon Musk doesn't even have. I don't even think he has an office or a desk. I do think they've given him some type of office in the West Wing. But he's running around with a virtual department. In other words, it's not a department that had to be vetted by the U.S. Congress. It's not a legal department, but it is in everything the Department of Government Efficiency. And it's not a department at the cabinet level. Um, and folks are saying, we didn't, Elon Musk, we didn't vote for Elon Musk. White folk are saying it. Let's just be honest. White folk that supported Donald Trump are saying, not even the black folk that supported Donald Trump are sitting back just wondering why it's only one black man on the cabinet and what the hell did they do when they voted him in? They still scratching their head.
Shannon, this is what they doing.
They sitting up, wah, wah, wah. It's straight Charlie Brown, wah, 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 wah. Like I don't even know what they sitting there. They don't understand. They like a deer in the headlights. Like what's going on here? But the white folk are saying Musk is a South African. We didn't vote for him, and this, that, and the other. Musk worked for the president. Musk is doing what Donald Trump said he was going to do. Musk works for Donald Trump. You're not arguing with Elon. You're not arguing with the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio.
Rubio, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're not arguing at Miss Mahone is getting ready to get rid of the Department of Education. You're not arguing, but it's like Musk. You know who I found out? When these white Republicans and MAGA folk are saying Elon Musk, they really talking about Donald Trump. They just can't say it. They're acting as though Elon Musk has just came in here and he just telling everybody, shut up. I'm going to do what I want to do. No, he's doing the bidding of the president. The problem is that the president is so triflingly lazy. And I'm going to say this, well, how can you build all this and you be lazy? He lazy. Okay. He's lazy because he doesn't read. He doesn't research. He doesn't think. He has a vocabulary of a fourth grader in a failing school because he doesn't have the vocabulary of a fourth grader in the Atlanta public school or the Fulton County school at the it's a failing school that educate that he talks about going to Wharton school, but I don't think that he can tell you 10 things he learned in the Wharton school. Okay, his father's money went to the Wharton school. He was just there. Okay, so this guy is lazy, and he certainly is right now not understanding that the silly things that you're saying, when you say it out of your mouth, you don't just get press coverage. You mess with the markets. You mess with war posturing. You have Europe right now saying, that's right, we're going to give billions of dollars. The Secretary General of NATO was here yesterday, met with the president, did the media rounds, says that billions of dollars are coming in from Russia. Russia Poland, I think, is literally making every man sign up for military service. So all throughout Europe, they are preparing for war posturing, and they perhaps have been a little lax on this because they've had NATO and they've had this great relationship with the United States. But now, what they've done because of the foolishness of this president, they are now getting on a war footing, and Canada and Mexico both hate us now. So here you are. Now we're talking about Putin and Ukraine and the border. We're sitting there. This man then picked a fight with the two border nations, then pissed off all of Europe.
All of you.
and back them now saying, you know what, we got the money. Let's build nukes now. Let's do this now. Let's be ready now. Let's get together. So they're saying we're not as powerful as the United States, Poland by itself, Latvia by itself, UK by itself. But if we come together, where we are equal. We never really had to think about it. We got together for economic purposes, but we never thought that we had to get together for national security, international security purposes. All of this is happening. And this guy is literally playing with fire and literally causing all this. But it's not Elon Musk, it's Donald Trump. But he knows not what he's really telling Elon Musk, the implications of what he's told Musk to do, because he was not playing to a policy sheet. He was playing to the cheap seats. He was playing to the balcony of arenas and stadiums and meeting halls. He was playing to the media. He was playing for popularity. And what's happening now that Elon Musk, who is a true billionaire, the world's richest man, and a true student of policy and procedure. Now, whether or not we agree with his policy, Elon Musk is a very red-end guy. He is not a dummy. And so when Trump told him, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I want you to do, he went and he started going after it and doing it. It's not Elon Musk doing it. It's Donald Trump doing it. But we can call it out. That's why we call him President Trump. And some of our woke, let's say, activists are calling it what it is. But these white folk are scared to say Donald Trump is destroying this country. Donald Trump must go. They're saying Elon Musk must go. But who are they really talking about? That said, Frank Lutz, the poller, said that 80% of America, 80% of Trump's base agree with him, agree with his policy, but they don't like the way that he's going about it. They like that he's ready for action, but they don't like the way that he's doing the action that he's doing. 80%.
But you know, it was said today that, and I kind of referenced that earlier when I comments was that when he was saying that, one of the commentators was saying that if he had went about the tariffs in the right way, by going after certain countries individually, as opposed to doing it as he's doing in the shotgun approach, because he said some of them, we should have been going up on the tariff, right? He said some of them. He said, but to take the shotgun approach where you're shooting everybody at the same time, you're just bringing people together. You're just bringing people together. That really is showed his inability to be a real good businessman. Because we know, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? You can't eat the whole elephant at the same time. And he's destroying this country by trying to be the bully. I'm gonna be the bully. I'm gonna be that bully, and I'm gonna run my mouth, and y'all gonna cow down to me. But we know they take the bully out because they'll come against the bully. It's been proven. People come against the bully. So all that he's doing is putting us, American citizens, both white, black, Asian, Indian, those who now are naturalized citizens of the United States. And that was something that was said too by another judge. You can't do that. You can't just deport these people who were born here and send them back to a country that they weren't born in. They're actually United States citizens. All the stuff that he wants to do. And he has always played this court role. I'm gonna go through this and then let them try me in court. Let them try me in court. Let's deal with it in court. We can drag it out in court. But meanwhile, we tearing up everything because we're appealing it. So you're tearing stuff up that you got to put back together. But who's gonna be able to put it back together? The person who is tearing it up, right? That's what we're facing. That's what we're looking at today. And that's what people don't understand, because he wants it to go to the Supreme Court. Whether the Supreme Court agree or disagree with him, he have been able to do all the stuff that he wanted to do, to destroy stuff. It's like just tearing. It's like somebody doing something and then talking, "Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean." But the job broken now. It's broken. I mean, it's broken. I mean, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king horses and all the king men couldn't put old Humpty Dumpty back together again. So I mean, so what we're seeing is a tearing up of the very fabric of what we believe. Forget the Constitution. We're going to take it to the limit. We're going to do what we want to do. We don't care. But he said he was going to do away with the Constitution when he ran, and people like, oh, yeah. But they didn't really realize what they were yeah for. What they was, thinking that, oh, that'll be a good thing. Now, there may be some things in the Constitution maybe need to be changed. And I'm not saying that everything should stay the same, but you don't go in and tear up everything at one time. And you're just creating chaos and confusion amongst everybody, because people are not certain or not sure whether they should travel, whether they should stay at home, whether they'll have a job, whether they'll have a pension. Even people that have pensions that their companies have provided for them. And we're going to the stock market now, even though their companies have provided pension for them, but those pensions are predicated on money that they're investing in the stocks, right? So that you can at least get a pension, a check, right? But if the stock market is going down, then that means there's less money that they're going to have for you to have a pension check. So those are real things that people got to think about, because that's what's going on. Every time I look at the stock market, they say it's going down, think about my pension. And you want to take my Social Security away? Now you're attacking my pension too? How am I going to live? How are we as senior citizens going to survive if you're going to take our Social Security check and then you're affecting our pension at the same time? And we live on pension check and Social Security check, right? We live on having Medicare and Medicaid. We live on these things, but you're taking all these things away. So you got a senior citizen population that's very upset. Those who are in tune to it, they're very upset. That's why you're seeing all these people in the street, because he's bringing people, unlikely people, to come together because it's the pocketbook. Because at the end of the day, I started off with the pocketbook. I'm going to end up with the pocketbook, because at the end of the day, it's about the money. We live in a capitalistic society.
And to your point, Musk has said, to your point, Musk has said that he proposed to the president that $500 to $700 billion be cut of Social Security. Excuse me, 500 to 800 billion be cut from Social Security. So almost $1 trillion.
Almost $1 trillion in Social Security. I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'm gonna bring you up, and I just need for you to share with them that again, because it's important that people understand, that people truly understand that what this is all about. This is all about the money, y'all. The money is all about the money.
Absolutely. And I can see we got some talking going on in the newsroom.
Yeah, there's some talking going on in the newsroom.
Those are producers and folk working on some other show stuff that we're going to be working on. But absolutely. So, this dog whistle that we're talking about and what is happening, you really need to be paying close attention to the markets. Elon Musk, since December the 17th, has personally lost $150 billion. That's how much, like you go to the bank and how much you got in there. Oh, I got $21,000 in the bank, or I got $6,000 in the bank, or I got nothing in the bank. I'm negative $250. Whatever you're looking at in the bank account, Elon Musk had $480 billion net. $480 billion net is what he had. Around from December 17th to about a week ago, 150 billion with a B as in boy, B as in bankrupt, B as in billion, 150 billion gone right off the bat. So he's paying a heck of a price, and looked like they turned the White House or sometime last week into a car dealership. and they had all of Elon Musk's cars out here. That Hitler Jeep that he created, that SS Jeep. That's what they need to put on the side of that Jeep that they drive around. They need to put SS on the side of it because that looks like something that the SS used to drive in Germany when they were looking for Jews and others to kill. It's the craziest thing. But they were out there. He was out there pushing peddling stock. That's what the president was doing. President of the United States out there talking about Tesla stock because Tesla stock has been dipping. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna let it dip to a certain place, and I'm gonna get me some Tesla stock when it gets to a certain place. I sure am, because I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna go right back up. See, they're not gonna fool us. They're not gonna fool us, Bishop. We're gonna get some of that good old Tesla stock. And when Mr. Tesla come up and say, we cutting this and we cutting that, we're going to say, that's okay, President Musk. You already made us millionaires. We wouldn't got that when when the Lord brought that stock from high, the Lord will bring them from high to low, Bishop. When the Lord brought that stock from $500, some of that stock was $2,000 a share. And when that sucker get around $50, that's when we got to buy it up, man. And we're going to take it back up. We're going to take it back up. And we can dump that stock and later, whatever y'all want to do, y'all go ahead and do it. But we got our 40 acres and a mule brought to us by Tesla.
By Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
And his sidekick,
Elon
Louis Elon.
Yeah, okay, little Elon. Elon may be doing what Trump wants him to do, but let's go back to Project 2025. You and I both know, we've talked about that. That was a plan in the Project 2025 with all these major investors who put money in, and they said whoever become the president of the United States, they will have to carry out this plan. So it's a part of the plan of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. It is a part of the plan. And we got more to talk about. We got more to discuss, but we thank you for just sharing with us and being a part of Straight Talk with us. Do share this program, like us, subscribe, make comments, and share. And don't forget to send news and information to Miss C at straighttalknews1362@gmail.com and subscribe to our channel. Keep those numbers coming up. We appreciate all that you do, your comments that you send in, and everything that you say, because we know that America is in trouble with the man who's sitting in the White House. But if you put him down, you're a part of the problem too. Well, until next week, this ain't been nothing but what, Shanan? Straight Talk.
Want to be a guest on Straight Talk? Email Greg Fann at FANN922@comcast.net or call 404-308-0795. Join us again for another episode of Straight Talk with Shanan Jones and Greg Fann, the Preacher Man.